Hello everyone, today I'm here once again to talk about perhaps one of the greatest days for us HoloFans. It was not only as I talked about earlier, it was not only the debut of these four pretty cool dudes, but also Ina came back, which is wonderful to see. But I'll start talking about them. The first one, the Jester. Honestly, don't know why, but I actually wasn't expecting a chaotic character, like as chaotic as he was at least on his debut. But it honestly caught me off guard when he started doing his crazy shit and exploding bombs and all of that. And also a huge F for Jerry, who died, I assume, trying to save his stream, taking that bomb and running away. He'll be forever remembered as a hero for us. And yeah, overall, pretty chaotic but fun stream. It was honestly pretty cool, and also he is extremely lucky, which I wasn't expecting. I thought like it makes sense, but I thought something like his MP would be higher, his intelligence would be higher perhaps, but it does make sense that the Jester only has luck. So yeah, overall I think Battle's debut was fantastic, and it actually showed a lot about how energetic and chaotic he is, which does fit with Jester, of course. And also, I really liked his voice, and a voice that caught me off guard when I heard it for the first time was actually Flayon's voice. I, I wasn't expecting him to sound like a child, but his voice is like deeper than I thought, I thought it was gonna be a little higher, but it actually is pretty low, I mean, compared to what I expected. And also, Flay's stream was pretty cool when he did all the things with the Mac, which happened already, I guess. Like looking around the city and finding everyone. Well, I mean, he only found 2 people, but anyway. And also, this detail on his card where like some of his stats are blue. I didn't understand at first, but it's because the art truss that he uses, it complements his stats. Kind of like a exoskeleton, I guess. Yeah, his HP is high, his strength is really high, and his intellect as well. And he got some dexterity, which I guess it is to be expected, for someone that can pilot basically everything. I guess he does need to be a little fast and agile, I guess. And also, the animation when his debut started, I think no one was really expecting that, but it was so well made, and the voice acting was really cool as well. And also, another detail that I noticed while during the debut, his antenna tail actually reminded me a lot of Blade Wolf from Metal Gear Rising, but I guess it doesn't make that much sense to compare the two, since one is a chainsaw, the other one is an antenna, but okay. And also, in the end of his stream, when he said that bye bye with that voice, I honestly got scared because I really wasn't expecting that type of stuff, and I got jump scared, I'm not gonna lie. And the same goes for Hakka, which released a extremely metal banger that I think no one was expecting him to have such a explosive voice, I guess, that goes really hard. And I also got scared by that as well. When the build started and suddenly screaming, I got jump scared once more. And he's indeed the Latino boy, which I thought was awesome. And also, when he was speaking Spanish at the beginning of the stream and Yago came to stop him, it was actually really, really funny, and I really liked it. And I'm not entirely sure if like Yago recorded those lines just for his debut, but if that's the case, that's really cool, It shows more about Yago, and why he's number 1. Yeah, I thought that, I'm not sure if he will ever do that, but when he brought, maybe I just didn't really understood when I was watching, but when he was doing the learn Spanish with me type of stuff, I thought, what if he did that for his, like, as one of his streams, like teach like words or basic Spanish, to viewers, because not a lot of people know Spanish, like, of course, these Spanish speaking countries, they know, but when in regards to like English speaking countries, most of the people there don't know nothing about Spanish. It would be cool if he taught some to those people, because Spanish is a cool language, you know. And all languages are cool, but yeah. And also his original song, I wasn't expecting like any of them to release an original this early, but it's really good, and his metalcore voice goes really hard, which was really cool, and I think no one expected. And this thing that he was doing, that like he has a inner demon that he tries to control, that is like an idea for like character that I really enjoy and like, because I think it gives this duality, you know, like I'm calm and collected, but don't bring out the demon. And I know that sounds cliche or edgy, but I like it, you know, honestly. And on to Shinri's debut. Honestly, I don't really know why, but I wasn't expecting such a deep and calm voice, you know. I thought, yes, he would sound older, of course, but I wasn't expecting that low and calm, you know, coming from him, which I don't really know why, because his character actually fits this criteria, you know, really well, especially because he's an archer, you know, so he really needs to have control and be calm, you know. And also his daddy cool, and also his daddy do, and also his daddy do cover, I thought it was really cool, you know. It was very like distinct from the original source, like his way of singing was pretty unique, and I honestly liked it. It was a little weird at first, because, you know, I'm used to the original, but it was honestly pretty cool. It was very unique. And also his little story with the koi becoming a dragon, thought that to be a really good like philosophy that he tried to bring us. Like, I know that's kind of a popular story, I believe. At least I believe I've heard that before. But yeah, that improving a little bit every day, that's a really good way of thinking, you know. And also I liked how his bow, like, he uses his little black thing, because his bow is on his back all the time. It just unfolds. That was really cool. And his light arrows, he's talked about it and has said that they're similar to Alter's weapons and armor, which I think is interesting, you know, because it links these characters more than just Kohai and Senpai, you know. It makes them have this thing that in Elysian, these light things are common, or at least used by experienced warriors, you know. And also their collab was actually really funny. The stream was lagging a lot. I thought it was my internet, but it wasn't. That was really unfortunate, but it was overall really fun to see them all together and all. And the original song, I thought was cool, you know. Something I remember now that I noticed on Hakka's stream was that there's at least one member in each gen of Tempus that has a BGM, like an intro BGM, that is more rock and roll, you know. That is more like guitar and that kind of stuff. And I honestly think that's pretty cool, because I like it. I like this type of stuff. Especially Magne's BGM. That BGM is a banger. And at last, what we all tacos were waiting for, Ina's return, which was fantastic. It was really fun. It was full of stories that she was talking about, her adventures in Japan and all of that. And also she talked about her health, which apparently is improving, and that's pretty cool, you know. It's honestly great that she's taking good care of herself, you know, because I feel like that's something not a lot of people do these days, you know, take actually a good care of themselves, you know, health-wise, mentally and physically, you know. And seeing that she's doing that, you know, it's pretty cool, and hopefully inspires other people to also live a more healthier life, and yeah, we're all become healthier, I guess. And also something I can't ignore, I absolutely agree with what she talked about when she was talking about the fourth wall. Even if you didn't want to look at it, it was everywhere. It wasn't trending here in Brazil, thankfully, but it was absolutely everywhere. Like, my timeline, it was filled with that filth and stench, disgusting thing that is the fourth one. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but I don't really like it. It was absolutely impossible not to know about it, even if you didn't want to, which was my case. If you follow artists that like Hololive, everyone was writing at least one thing to put on the 4th tag, which was kind of funny for the memes, but it honestly was also pretty bad, because the 4th one was basically everywhere. Didn't matter where you were, what time you were, it was everywhere, and everyone was getting infected. Hopefully now the situation calms down, and it's funny because she's talking about it, and yeah, she left for 2 days, and the 4th one was already trending, which only shows how lonely tacos feel when Ina is not here. It is almost, not to compare ourselves to the saplings, but it's almost like the saplings, you know. But the saplings cry when Fauna is not here. The tacos, they do worse. But it was overall a really fun day with all these 5 people. And yeah, honestly excited for more of these dudes. They are streaming in 20 minutes from now. At least when I'm recording this video. The Ultimate Chicken Horse collab. And after watching this collab, I think I can safely say that Shinri's laugh is the best laugh in the entire world. Like together with Marines and Pecoras. But he perhaps might have the best laugh in Holo Tempus. His laugh is simply amazing. Definitely gonna watch. And yeah, Ina is back, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty good day for us HoloLive fans, and Holo Stars fans as well. So yeah, can't wait for tomorrow, I guess. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. I can't do that. And I'm actually gonna be pretty embarrassed if I put this on the video, because it sounds nothing like tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.